We should be live though. But all right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshai, Bashem, Chakadash.
A double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS pushing his word through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. This is the GMS Natural Brothers. Back with another Thursday sit down, as you see on the screen. The MOTB is here, and it's going to be made mandatory. Okay, and we saying that because things are ramping up. I just saw a video of Venezuela. Their system crashed. Their system collapsed, where their money, because there was a time in 2019 I think they threw American dollar in the streets because it had no value for them. Now they're throwing their own dollars, okay, their currency in the streets, so it collapsed. Okay, and the Lord is bringing all these kingdoms, ultimately America, Babylon the Great, be brought down low and be made desolate and destroyed. Okay, because America, Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. But before that happens, the MOTB has to come out and be made mandatory. And we're each and every day we're getting a step closer and closer to Esau crashing this bitch. Order out of chaos in the street, hyperinflation, okay, the cost of living, okay, it's starting to become expensive to wipe your ass, man. You know, and that's just the time that we're transitioning into. We're in them terrible times. Which, real quick, somebody grab 2 Timothy, I believe 3.
Okay.
Shalom, Maki. I'm just gonna try to
thumb.
Yeah, go ahead and grab. Whenever you grab that, go ahead.
Just start from the top.
Yeah, just start just that first verse. 2 Peter, not 2 Peter. 2 Timothy 3 and 1.
Yep. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Right. So, Baba Kashah, real quick for edification's sake, somebody look up the word perilous.
I got you.
Yeah, somebody look that up real quick, Baba Kashah.
I got it.
Go ahead.
On Google, it says full of danger or risk.
Full of danger. Bad times. Okay? And that's what we're transitioning into. It's getting bad out here. Okay? A lot of rape cases, predators, people going missing, cartels. That's all at an all-time high right now across the globe. This is not just a thing that's happening in America or just happening in Venezuela. No, this is happening across the whole globe. Because the scriptures say, when you read in 2 Peter, the 9th chapter, it goes into there be earthquakes and uproars of the people upon the earth. That's what it goes into. Okay? So when it says the earth, that means there's things that are happening that's affecting the planet, and there's certain things that are happening that are affecting certain countries and certain lands and certain areas. But this right here, the uproars of the people, that's affecting the whole earth. The chip is going to affect the whole earth, which, real quick, somebody grab Revelation 3 and 10 to prove the point.
I got it.
Whoever got it, go ahead.
All right, let me get it real quick. Revelation 3 and 10. And it, come on now. It says, Salafi.
No, you good.
It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. Try the whole world. This is going to affect the whole world, not just America. Okay? Now, is the destruction going to happen in America? Is all hell going to break loose as well in America? Absolutely. Okay? But this is going to affect the whole world, the Revelation, the 13th chapter that we're going to get. And if a brother has a precept, go ahead if they got a quick precept.
Yeah, I got something real quick.
Go ahead and break it down.
This is Habakkuk 2 and verse, I'll start at verse, I'll just get to the point, verse 3, Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So this vision that we're speaking of, man, going into, the prophecies that have yet to come, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose, World War III, the nuclear missiles getting shot out. This is that vision, which is for an appointed time, and we believe through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahshua that we are in that appointed time to where these prophecies are going to be fulfilled, because the signs are already being made manifest before our very eyes that we are in that time, that we are in that appointed time. And we're nearing the end, and it's beginning to speak, and it's not lying. Everything that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua said would happen and is going to happen is beginning to happen, man. And it said, like, and back in that 2 Ezra 9, it says, Then shall the highest begin to visit the world which he made, and we're seeing, but before our very eyes, Yahweh Shem Yahshua beginning to visit this world which he made, and it will surely come. It will not tarry. So all we got to do is continue to wait and sit back and watch the prophecies unfold before our very eyes.
Yeah, because that's what Yahweh Shai said. Watch, well, is pray. Because that's all we can do.
Yep.
Watch, pray, and examine ourselves. Fix the things that we got going on. Okay, level up through the spirit. That's all we can. That's how we personally do. Because people would like to ask, "What are y'all gonna do?" Okay, and it's like, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our faith and strength and power into Yahweh Shem Shai, and Lord willing, we get delivered. It's that simple. Because niggas be acting like y'all just about to be chilling and all that. We're not. No one said that we are. Or y'all, it's gonna affect y'all too. Again, we know this information. It's just that we got.
He got a phone call.
Right. So, like just backing up the brother. Everybody asks what we gonna be doing. Lord will, we are standing on the sea of glass, watching this place be destroyed. For us being rewarded for our labors. So, Lord will, at the end of this, after we are tried and we're made perfect, Lord will, we stay in our lot. We're standing on the sea of glass, watching this bitch burn. We're telling you, issuing out these videos day in and day out, especially dealing with the MOTB World War III, so you can avoid the punishment, because it's a punishment for the wicked and it's a reward for the righteous. So we're issuing out that warning, telling you not to take the MOTB. Why? Because that when you take that, you're worshiping another God. You're not worshiping and following Yahweh Shem Shai, and you Israelites, you so-called Black Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, and our descendants or our brothers that's scattered across the world, many going to take it, except for the elect. So ultimately, these videos is going out to warn you, and really we're warning the elect first, because the elect out there, they're going to hear these videos, they're going to understand the full doctrine, what the MOTB is, and they're not going to take it. So because it says, don't worry about how the wicked shall be punished, but worry about how the righteous shall be saved, or to paraphrase.
Yeah, that's why the apostle and others teach. It's like your fucking Satan phone call. I don't know why, but it would shut out the whole audio where you can't hear me. But nevertheless, So that's why the apostles always push, the apostles and others. This is for the elect. That's why brothers say in their videos, Lord, when it's edifying to the elect, not Lord, when it's edifying to a 2/3 or a heathen. Because it's not for them. Yeah, are the 2/3 our people? Yeah, but they're not our people right now. Okay? They're likened unto the heathen. Okay? But we're here for the elect, those that are sincere and trying to get right with the Lord, man and woman. They need to tap into the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai so they can be delivered. Okay? Like you said before, it's already been predestined. Who ain't going to take the chip? The elect. Lord, one of those men, we're not going to take the chip.
Right.
Whether even if we have to die or have to be a pilgrim among the earth or whatever the Lord got in store for us, regardless, we're not taking that chip. Okay? We got to endure that all the way to the end. Even if Jake's doing push-ups in a prison cell. Hey, it's called by Shemal Shai until we out this bitch, man.
Yeah.
It's going to move fast, man. Don't think that it's not going to move fast, bro. Okay? It's going to go faster than what you think. Okay? However the Lord has in store. Whoever got a precept, go ahead.
I got something real quick.
All right, go ahead.
So this is Matthew 24 and 22, and it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, the days shall be shortened.
Right, and what was that again? At least on my audio,
Matthew 24 22.
Con, read it one more time.
Matthew 24 and 22, it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
And look how fast the days are going, man. Me and the brother Malachi was chatting about that yesterday. Okay? Look how fast the weeks go. It's already fucking Thursday, man, going on Friday.
Man.
All right? And we're already holding camp once again. So the Lord is shortening the days for the elect. The Lord is shortening and making time go fast for us. For us, man. Starting with the apostle and others on down. Okay? That's why the days are going. It's 2024, and we're already the 8th month of the year.
Yep.
And some niggas, in their mind, I seen memes, some niggas still stuck in January.
Yeah.
Some niggas are saying, I was in 2019. I blinked, and now I'm in mid 2024.
Yep.
Because ever since then, which I'm not gonna say ever since then, but as we noticed, from 2018, 2019 to now, time has went super fast. That all brothers in this chat can say that's what happened. Time flew. Where'd the time gone? Time waits for no one. That's what people used to say on the earth. Time waits for no one.
Right.
The Lord is shortening the days, man. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's all I had with that. You know, because the scriptures say, pray for a few days, you know, because the kingdom is already prepared. We just got to go through this shit. You know, we got to go through that ultimate trying process, you know, to be proven worthy for Yahweh Shem Shai. So today, the kingdom is already prepared. So pray that you know, is ushered in quickly, you know. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah, the it's already here, but the Lord's like, I'm not gonna just give it to you. You gotta work for it. You gotta earn it. When you at work, you want a check, right? You need a check to pay the bills or mortgage or whatever. You supposed to go to work to earn that check. You gotta earn that check. They're not gonna just walk in, you clock in, and you just sit there. No, there's something that you have to do to earn that check. And if you don't work, they're gonna cut you loose and you ain't gonna get no check. You gotta work for that. You gotta work for that, man. That's why the scriptures say, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling, which means seek out your. Basically, I don't want to say the word save yourself because nobody can save themselves, but do things that can lead to you possibly being saved. You got to put the work in, man. The Lord doesn't deal with free rides and gimmicks and get-ups. The Lord's like, who about to be out here serving me and doing this work and do it correctly? That's what the Lord is saying. And that's what a true prophet is going to do. They're going to talk about the MOTB. One of the main prophecies showing that the Lord's return is going to happen at any given moment. Once that thing's mandatory, bros, it's a wrap. Yeah, we getting closer to the end, but once that chip is mandatory, all bets is off. It's the real shit, baby. You know? But go ahead if you had something. Mally, you got something?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
And then just to back up that point, look how fast people took that zombie juice.
All right. Yeah.
So they're gonna be quick to take that C-hip too. But I had this Sirach 39:1, and it says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof," which occupied means being busy, which shows that you got to work for your salvation. If you're actually occupied, you're going to be a busybody. You're going to be doing the work. You're going to be tapped in. And the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. Because ultimately, you know, if you're not paying attention to prophecies and things that's going on, you really don't want to get out of here. You're not hastening the day of the Lord. That's why you just live every day like it's some regular shit. There's a lot of stuff going on the earth. So you got to pay attention.
A lot. But look at Jake. Go ahead.
That was it.
That was it.
I got something.
Joe, you got something? Go ahead.
Yep.
If
This
not,
is
after that, we'll get into Revelation 13.
All right. I got that article as well, if you want to get that.
Go ahead. Yeah, you start with your article.
Okay. I'm gonna get this precept real quick because you said, you know, we got to work, you know, and we got to put that work in while we got to, you know, while the internet's still up, while it's day. John 9:4 in the NLT, we must quickly carry out the task assigned us by the one who sent us. The night is coming, and then no one can work. So while it's day, we got to, you know, put in that work, man. We got to, you know, as it says in Isaiah 62:6-7, you know, give the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua no rest day and night until the Lord, you know, make Jerusalem a praise on the earth. So we got to continue to work. We got to continue to put out these videos. We got to continue to be brotherly, continue to read, fast, pray, study, because once that, like the brother said, once that MOTB is made mandatory, man, and there is no turning back. There ain't gonna be no more putting up lessons, get you know, fellowship with the brothers, going out with the whatever it may be. There ain't gonna be no more of that, man. So while it's day, while it's good time, man, we got to put in that work and continue to do what is required of us, man.
Hey, no more Broadway and no more EC. You gonna get chip for the EC?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Side joke, but like you go
You're
to
low.
EC.
Oh my god.
Hey,
You're low as fuck if you go to
Yeah.
EC with a chip.
man. And
God
but you need
damn.
and you need the chip. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. And Jake want to party, right?
The
Yep.
party's inside,
But
guys.
why do you think
Man.
Jake took the MOTB? Because they wanted to go back to doing what they did. Smoking, drinking, and chilling. That's the spirit of Jake.
With
Okay?
that bright ass flashlight.
Yeah, with a bright ass flashlight. Letting everybody know he at the club. Like, but you gonna need, and niggas gonna take the chip because they're in the familiar
Yeah.
disease. There was women that were saying, I don't care, I'll take the juicy juice, the jump shot, so I can go back to the club and shaking my ass. Women were saying that. That's how desperate they were. Women were desperate in 2020.
Yeah.
If we want to talk, and brothers know, women were desperate in 2020 because the goodies that they had, Esau took a little bit. They were doing a test run. He took their goodies, as Apostle Rakas said, they goodies, and they were just like, I'll do anything. Had a bitch drive 2 hours, but go ahead.
I get this in New York, you know, because New York Times, you gotta have the you gotta be subscribed and pay, you know. But I'll just get the heading or the title. It says, this is from New York Times. It says China wants to start a national internet ID system. The government said the proposal would protect online privacy. Critics said it could further concentrate government control over the internet, which that's what they want. They want full total control over what you see, what you doing, how you moving, who you talking to. They want full control over all that, man.
Yeah.
And they ushering in that system to where they can have full control over you, your mind, your body, and everything. What you eat, how you eat.
Yeah. Slack it. Let me cut you off. Go ahead.
Yep. Got it.
Because they already, like I said, with China, they already got a credit system going.
Yeah.
If you don't have a certain amount of credit, you can't even purchase items like food. You can't even get a cheeseburger. They gonna scan you. I've seen videos of it too. They scan you, and they see where your credit's at. It shows where your credit's at. And if it ain't the acceptable amount that they want at the establishment that you're at, you can't eat.
Yeah.
You know? So they're getting everybody. It's a step-by-step process, but over the course of time, they're trying to push that ID 2030. Now their goal, the elites, their goal is to have everything running and established, and they're just talking, but the goal is ID 2030. Lord willing, we are not here still doing videos in 2030. Now, we don't know what day and what hour. We're just going to wake up to it of the chip being made mandatory, right? But we know it's close. Okay, we hope and pray it's not another 5 years, another 4 years. Now, we're looking at the way that we're looking at it, you know, brothers say, you know, they'll be shocked if we're here in 2027. You know, I mean, now if we are, it is what it is. But the fact that the prophecies are bouncing off the pages as we speak, it could be any given moment. The point that's being pushed out right now through the Spirit is it can pop off any day. That's how close we are. Somebody real quick grab that scripture, Romans 13:11. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. Because brothers throw out speculations. We don't walk around saying that's the accurate date, the accurate year. None of us do. We don't know.
I got it.
Go ahead.
All right, you said Romans 13?
Yeah, Romans 13:11.
Okay. Romans 13:11. It says in that knowing.
Go ahead.
Romans 13:11. It says in that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, but now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than we believe. Like I said, we're throwing out expectations. Some brothers think, and you know, we're in 2025. I've heard brothers say end of the year. A brother said 2026. You know, it just depends. We don't know. It's just speculations. That's why brothers say I'm just speaking as a man, which I'm saying is not doctrine, but Lord willing, we out here at that time. You know, but it could be way sooner than what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's what that scripture just said. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. Some brothers think, and it could be 2025, it could be before 2025. We will find out when we get there. Let's get there. You know, like what one of the elders said. Let's get there and find out. You know. Was there more on that article, Joe?
Oh yeah, I had something else. I had another article.
Yeah, we'll tap in a little bit more and then we'll hop in that Revelation 13.
If I may get this real quick,
Go
because I remember, because Klaus Schwab, you know, the head of the Economic Forum, World Economic Forum, dude, he had an interview in 2016 with this dude, and this is what the dude asked him. I'm just going to read it because they you know, they speak a different language. It says, today at the end of this is what the interviewer asked Klaus Schwab back in 2016. And he said, today at the end of this, we are talking about chips that can be implanted. I guess this was, so that's what he said. He said, when will that be? And Klaus Schwab says, certainly in the next 10 years. And that was back in 2016. And, you know, Klaus Schwab is definitely tapped in, you know, so, you know, 2016, you know, he says certainly in the next 10 years. So that could be in the next 2 years that we talk, less than 2 years that we talking, man.
I'll say it's
that all this shit could get rolling.
That's a year and a half from now.
Yep.
And the Lord knows what the hell about to happen, really, honestly, in the next couple months, how it's going to go down.
Yep.
Chaos can reign in the streets. And that may go on for who knows how long that go before they bring out the chick. It ain't going to be all hell chaotic, more shit in the streets. Boom, next minute, like next day when it's fully crazy. Oh, chip. Like, no, it's going to be a process. Things are going to happen. They're gearing up stuff right now, stocking and setting stuff up, the 15-minute city. It's a process. That's why Klaus Schwab said hopefully in the next 10 years. Because hopefully in that next 10 years that they're trying to have things established. Like, once again, the ID 2030, that's their goal. Not to start it in 2030. They want everything fully established and functioning in 2030.
Right.
So it's going to have to be before 2030 to have things out on the forefront.
Yep.
That's in 6 years, 5 years, really.
Yep. But he said, if I may continue, he says, certainly in the next 10 years. And he says, he continues on and says, and at first we will implant them in our clothes. And then he says, continuing on, he says, and then we can imagine that we will implant them in our brains or in our skin. So he's they telling you what is coming.
Yeah. People are already doing it. People are already getting chipped in their hands, their arms, their foreheads. Elon Musk is talking about with his microchip in his head. He's got a second victim already, which they already been chipping niggas, but putting out there globally is they have a second guy that invested their time into wanting to get a chip in their brain. They got a second victim.
Yeah. People, if I may add, people confuse the you know, when we say that it's going to be made mandatory, I mean, ultimately, that's exactly what we mean. It's going to be made mandatory. People confuse that with, oh, the chip has been here. We're not saying that it hasn't been here. There was a chipping party a couple years back in Sweden.
2019.
You know, yeah, right. Yeah, 2019. Way long ago. They have a website called Dangerous Things where you can buy a chipping set, you know, and you know, mark yourself pretty much.
Yeah, do it yourself.
That nigga, Kid was not Kid Boo.
Yeah, it is Kid Boo.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Kid Boo.
He's a rapper.
Is that his name?
Kid Boo.
I know it's something Boo.
Since that.
Yeah.
There's a video literally on YouTube of him chipping himself and taking it out. Now I believe he watched The Prophets and fucked up. Because why the hell he didn't even have it in for not even a year. So I believe through the Spirit, you know, I'm speaking as a man. This is an example. I believe he saw the apostle and elders and brothers, and he fucked up.
Yeah, which ultimately you can't repent from that.
Yeah,
but
he's done.
We're not saying that this technology hasn't been here or that it's going to be something new. We're saying it's going to be made mandatory. It's going to be a mandatory thing, you know, as the scriptures say. You won't be able to buy or sell, you know. I just wanted to make that point.
No, yeah, come on. Is there more on that, Joe?
I'm gonna get this other article, Joe, real quick. I ain't gonna get much of it.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
So it said this is from February 12th, 2024. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. This is what Apostle Ramla brought out in his lesson the other day. It says World Coin Foundation announces grant winners. It says the World Coin Foundation has announced the winners of its grant program designed to improve WorldCoin, a project that aims to enroll the world into its digital identity service by scanning people's irises in exchange for cryptocurrency.
Damn.
So
Isn't that like you said irises?
yeah, irises.
Yeah, that's your
Some of the
eyes.
eyeballs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I think that's the color part of your eye.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was just making sure. And yeah, they who has that? I think it's Amazon. I think it was them or somebody else where they introduced that where you could just wave your hand and pay for.
Oh yeah, the damn, I
Scan
forget
and go.
what
It's called Scan and Go. It's
I
at my.
forget the place, what the name of the place.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Some about foods, Whole Foods.
I don't know if it was Whole Food. It might have been Whole Food.
They have that. They have that in Whole Foods.
It was a
They
spot.
got it in airports. They already got it set up already.
Yeah,
It's a
it
lot.
was a spot that had it to where they could literally wave your hand, or where you could wave your hand to pay for certain things. It might have been Amazon because it had something to do with an app or something like that. But if you notice the certain signals or not signals, symbols, okay, that they're adding on to the like the credit card readers and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them they got pretty much it's like a hand thing now. You know, a lot of places that used to not take the tap are now taking the tap. Walmart is pretty much the only nigga
Man,
left
Man.
that that don't take the tap. I don't know why, but
The biggest company
none.
probably in the world, and you don't have
Yeah,
that.
man, right. You don't got the tap. You know what I'm saying?
well,
But none.
because they're not worried about to see it because that's gonna be the camps.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
that.
true.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't care about
That's it.
shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna be the ones holding the niggas, or gathering the niggas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ultimately, and with some of those places like that, they don't that's or Salaki. That's gonna be another thing that they push because the biggest thing that's going on now is or one of the biggest things I'll say, not the biggest thing, is the fraud, the little fraud credit card readers
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you insert it.
Schemer?
Yeah, the little scammer shits
Yeah.
where they insert, so it'll read the card and whatever. So that's gonna be another thing that they'll push. Oh yeah, we can. Well, this will keep you from getting scammed
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. And then ultimately, hey, the Most High, man, the Lord is gonna have obviously 2/3 of the nation of Israel take that shit, but these niggas are gonna be fully dependent on Esau in that day. They're gonna buy all the lies that this nigga is telling you.
Yeah.
This ain't
I
gonna
got
be
some.
a thing of conveniency. He's not doing this for your benefit. He's doing this to purposely fuck you over, man.
Yeah. He knows that.
You know?
He's got that crab in the bucket spirit.
Yeah.
Because he knows these elites. They're not confused on why anything is going on the way it is. They're not confused. They're purposely, which is controlled by the Lord on the left-hand side, but they're purposely pushing out certain agendas and certain things that happen in the streets so they can have another reason. Because they can't just, and brothers all the time, they can't just shut it down. They can't just randomly just implement the chip. There has to be a series of events that lead to that to give them more of a reason to push these things out and make it mandatory and to shut certain things down. And so there's a retail apocalypse to where all these stores, you'll hear, oh, Target, 400 stores closed across the country. Oh, Walmart, 600 stores closed across the country. TJ Maxx, 200 stores across the country. They're doing these things for the banks are all shutting down. Why are all these banks shutting down? Why is it like when niggas go into these banks? Because there was something that happened last year where people lost money that was in their savings. A dude lost $1,200. They couldn't reimburse the money. I forgot exactly what happened, but basically they're just shrugging their shoulders at him. And he's like, "This is some bullshit. I had $1,200 in my savings. Why is that gone? I haven't touched it. I haven't went to the bank. I haven't used my money in a while. That's what he was saying. He was upset.
And with the what did he have, like a major bank?
I think it was Bank of America or
Yeah,
American Bank.
and
It was
see that's the
last year.
thing, Salaki, and that's the
No,
thing.
you good.
Just to back you up, when you go to the banks and even on the apps, they have that little plaque, that little statement that tells you that you're guaranteed up to at least $250,000
Quarter
by
million.
the
FDIC.
the FDIC. So what happened to that?
Right.
Yeah.
See, because that's the thing. That's how you know that it's a really cap. It's a big ass cap movement. Everybody is gonna try to go and run to their banks to take out all that money. Banks don't even have that money to begin with.
You can't get 50 grand from the bank.
Yeah,
You can't just walk in the Legion's bank. I want to take out 50 grand. They don't have 50 grand. You can get 10 probably, more likely 10, maybe 20. But you're not getting 50, 40, 30. You're not getting that out the bank.
yeah, it's all a borrowing system.
Mm-hmm.
And so when everybody tries to go and do that, it's going to cause chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, this is going to be one of the many things that he uses. How about Shema Shah Ratazar, ultimately, the elect get through this, which we will, the elect will get through it. But, we're going to see how this actually plays out.
Yeah.
There's going to be multiple ways how this nigga does this. Malachi Salaki, you got
No, we're talking about the banks. They posted an article today
Mm-hmm.
on End Time Headlines, and it says major U.S. banks, including Wells Fargo, closed 33 branches in just 2 weeks.
Yeah. See?
So what if you live like in the middle of nowhere and you might have money and you trying to take it out in cash because the digital shit's going down the drain and your branch is closed and the next branch 5 hours away?
Yeah.
You fuck.
Yeah.
You won't have and shit. Then you can fuck around and attach that one scripture which speaks about not being able.
Yeah.
You said what?
The checkpoints.
Yeah, the checkpoints.
Yeah, checkpoints.
You won't be able to go, just hop up and just bounce to Alabama.
Yeah, no.
Which if you got to do that, that's sad in itself, just to get your money out, so called. But that's going to be, hey man, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to lead up to this, which is what, once again, this nigga is going to do, just like this brother mentioned that he just brought out. This nigga Esau, he's going to do all these things, and that's going to make everybody, ultimately take that motherfucker. Well, the wicked, we'll say, because once again, the elect are not going to take that mark.
Right.
Okay, the MOTB. Because it's a play on the flesh. But if everybody's dwelling in the flesh, hey, that's what they're gonna be worried about.
That's why Yahweh Shai was really keen on the brotherhood. Because when that happens, Yahweh Shai and the brothers is all you fucking got, man. There's no one else to turn to. Everybody's about to full blown be a savage in that day. And niggas are already becoming savage. What they say in the song, he's a savage. Yeah, he's being a savage. A nigga, a demon, trying to kill you, your wife. I want your bitch. That's what it's gonna be in that day. And niggas are already doing it. But it's gonna be at a rapid rate. When you ever see a nigga get eaten alive? We were talking about that on the phone earlier. When have you ever seen a nigga get eaten alive with your own eyes from birth to now? You don't see that shit. You're not in areas in the world where you see that shit. Nigga, you live in New York and you live in California and Tennessee. You ain't seeing that shit. Maybe you seen a nigga get shot or stabbed. That's the most you gonna see. It's like it.
No, I was just backing up. If that is really some movie shit.
Yeah.
The movies are about to be brought to real life. Like they say, coming to a theater near you or coming to a city near you are the things that that you go and see in the movies, that you see or read about in books or things like that. This shit is about to get very bad out here, man.
True.
And people think that it's just a fucking joke.
Like it's cute. Y'all out here and it's cute. No, we out here because it's real out here.
This ain't no fucking game, man. Yahweh Shema Shah is getting ready to fucking destroy this place. And it's going to be, it's not just you wake up, oh, missiles. No, nigga, there's a process, there's a build up to that. There's going to be bad times to that. It's a lead up.
We're in bad times.
It's all a build up, bro. It's Salaki, y'all brothers got it.
Brothers got scriptures? Let's get them scriptures.
Yeah, I got one.
Shit.
Go ahead.
All right, this is the NLT. This is the NLT, Daniel 8:25. Of course, in the King James, it says, he shall cause. Hold on. It says, this is the King James version. Daniel 8:25 says, through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And I'm gonna get the NLT version, and you got it out. Daniel 8:25, it says, he will be a master of deception, and will become arrogant. He will destroy many without warning. He will even take on the prince of princes in battle, but he'll be broken, though not by human power.
By human power. Okay, so it's about to get drastic as hell out here. And it's going to affect everybody. Because we just grabbed it in Revelation, the 3rd chapter, 3 and 10, that it's going to try the whole world. Everybody's going to be affected by this mandatory micro C hipping. Okay, it's going to affect everybody out here. But go ahead.
Right, because it says through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper. So through his policy, his laws, because something's going to be said, he's going to say it. He's going to put it out that, hey, this has to happen. You need to do this. This is the new system, and so he's going to cause that to prosper, but it's a deception. Even with everything that's going on, this shit is happening out of thin air. We don't know. But really, he's the main one that's doing the deception. He's the deceiver. Niggas don't know that, or don't care. He's the deceiver. He's the master of deception. You got it.
You, Salaki, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's not the fact that because Jake gonna say that when you said that. Jake gonna say, "Oh, I didn't know." No, you did know, because one, I guarantee you came across the prophets, whether on YouTube or internet, wherever you're on, TikTok, or you walk past the camp, okay, and you had Israelites out there on the forefront telling you, don't take that chip. So the Lord ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit when niggas go, I didn't know. Because a lot of Jake gonna be in that spirit. I didn't know. Yes, you did. You ever heard about the Israelites? Yeah. Too late, nigga. You should have been heard. If you heard about the Israelites, you're going to hear about the MOTB. The Lord's not dealing with none of that fucking excuse shit, man. And that goes for everybody on the fucking planet, including the Lord ain't hearing all that excuse shit, the excuses. Why was this done? Why didn't you do this? Why'd you take the chip? Destroy it.
Yep.
Y'all brothers got it.
That's all I have with that.
I got that to what Lawyer was saying. I just looked up Ordo ab Chaos. It says Ordo ab Chaos. The column title is Latin. It means order out of chaos.
Yep.
So, like the brother was mentioning, they're gonna pretty much make something up, cause chaos, cause havoc upon the earth, and then bring the order. Okay, well, this is the way that we can solve it. This is the way that this can be fixed. If you take this mark, hey, you'll be in the game, pretty much. That's going to be the end all be all for the majority of people. That's that hour of temptation too, and we're going to be presented with that. But Lord willing, hey, we push past that. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't taking that shit, man.
Yeah.
Fuck this nigga and the mark that he has.
Yep.
And whatever else he wants to present. See, the elect are already denying everything that this man is presenting. The strong indicator of who was going to act or who's going to take the mark was during 2020, during the familiar disease. when the jab came out. Everybody just ran straight to the doctors. But
Even
to my knowledge,
yeah,
I ain't heard one brother say that he lost his job. Personally, that I know, brothers may have lost their jobs for not taking the jab or whatever the case may
Got
be.
close.
Yeah, this brother, the brother IUI,
Yeah.
oh
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was like 2 times where they said you had to. They gave you
Yeah.
like 2 different deadlines.
Yeah. They kept pushing it back.
Got pushed back, pushed back, pushed back, pushed back.
Well, what if he got scared?
Yeah,
But the brother had faith.
Yeah.
right. So these things, that was a forerunner. We believe, through faith, Lord willing, that was a forerunner that, hey man, we're not taking that shit, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna present it in that same fashion. Now it's just gonna be more harsh. It's gonna be actually mandatory. They was being cute with it back then. No,
You're
wear
right.
your mask. You walk in, the nigga put that mask on. He yelling at you.
Man,
Yeah.
You behind the counter.
Put that right there.
He's yelling at you. You gotta hear him. What?
put that right there.
You gotta hear him through the face mask. No, it's gonna be on a more serious matter
Yeah.
to where you can't, nigga, you can't buy or sell. You can come in here without a mask if you want, but you can't buy or sell if you don't got that chip.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a more serious fashion. We laugh, we joke about it, but this is deadly serious.
Yeah, it was.
Excuse me for my folly, just shit.
But no, it was Salaki. Shit, we brothers thought it was for real when they brought out the first familiar disease.
Man.
We thought it was go time. He was like, and Jake couldn't go to the camp. Some brothers couldn't go to camp for weeks. We was like, oh shit, it's a wrap. And then brothers was okay. We were all like, fuck it, it's a wrap.
Yeah, you doing inside camps,
Yeah,
bros.
we were like, fuck it.
But that the spirit's gonna have to where we ain't doing that. And that's where that what's that Amos 8:11 is gonna come into play. The famine of the word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Speaks about them
Wandering
obviously the
to and
famine of the
fro.
word, them running to and fro, not being able to, get the word. Hey, the Most High is getting ready to strip his words out of the earth, literally. Because what's that in it's in the book of Acts where it talks about the Ethiopian. It talks about when
They are
he said,
sealed.
yeah, what'd you say?
I can't read this. It is for the seal. When he's talking to Philip, when he said this book
Yeah,
is sealed
yep,
unto him,
yep,
except some men teach me.
yep, exactly. Showing you that men are, you need men to teach you. In order to learn, you ultimately you need men to teach you. And so if the men of the Lord are stripped off of the highways and the byways, and the scriptures speak about man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High, roughly paraphrasing, how else are you expecting to get out of here?
But Salaki,
Wisdom and
Salaki. That shows you
right.
that the Lord. That shows you that the Lord deals with men. Okay, because the scriptures say the Lord's house dwelleth in men. The Lord dwell with men. Okay, I forgot exactly where it said.
The
The
flock
flock
of his
of
pastor are
his
men.
pasture
Yeah,
is
the
men.
flock of my pastor is men. Salaki, I know I butchered it.
Yep.
The flock
No,
of my
talk
pastor.
to her.
That shows you because you gotta be taught. Teachers. Yeah,
Yep.
Yahweh Shai was the ultimate teacher, but he wasn't the only teacher. If he was meant to be the only teacher, the Lord wouldn't raise up guys like Apostle Paul, Jeremiah, Peter, Timothy. I'm just naming, men, great men. If the Lord was just only like, yeah, I'm gonna have my son just be the only teacher, he would have had that. He would have just had it like that. Because why the hell would other men need to be out there teaching? Why are we teaching? Why are people teaching? Even if the crap that they teach, why are people teaching? Which means you have to learn from somebody to learn something. You don't just wake up and have knowledge. You don't do it. You don't get knowledge when you sleep. Okay? It's lucky.
Nah, you good, brother? Yeah, Yahweh Shai was the head teacher. He's the what's that? What it say? Well, no, that was talking about Peter. We're talking about on this shop build that I think it said Cornerstone.
Now, Yahweh Shai is a cornerstone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Cornerstone. No,
Peter is
Salaki.
Rock.
Well, Peter was the rock. Yeah, the
Yeah,
rock.
that was his name. On my rock.
Yeah, right.
Tells a warrior, I think.
Yep. But Yahweh Shai being that, that cornerstone, he's the head teacher. And yeah, so the men that obviously are underneath him, are gonna follow suit.
Right. Even if I didn't say other people, what about the 12? Like, let's just keep it there. Why did Yahweh Shai need the 12 for? That was a camp.
Yeah.
So why the hell did and then Yahweh Shai had men go out there and do the things that he asked them to do and taught them? Why? That's because that argument be dumb. That's a dumbass argument because you have people who say, y'all can't be the prophets. The Lord didn't tell you to go out there and teach. Yes, the fuck he did.
Yahweh Shai taught Paul himself.
Yes.
Yeah. and you had to understand.
Fucking dumb.
Ultimately, that and Lord willing, if we're part of that number, hey, we were the ones that, if we weren't directly walking, with Yahweh Shai, we were believers of those that walked with Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same body.
You heard that word.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we believed in the words. We believed the report. Just like now. We weren't, and really that's what it is, man. We weren't there during the time of High Priest Ariah, King Masha, Abba Bivens, Elder Yaquab, okay? But we believe the reports.
Yep.
We believe the reports. That's it. What do you mean?
The scriptures talk about having a report.
Yeah,
we that speak about having a report. The men that explain things in the scriptures, when you read those accounts, those are reports. That's a report that was recorded so us the information that we know.
Yep.
So when you read about history like 2 Ezra 11, that's a report. That's information that we must know. Fucking idiot. Salakia. That shit.
Are you good? I got. Did we get did anybody get Revelation 13 before I hopped on?
No, we ain't got it yet.
No, we didn't get it.
No, we ain't got it.
Okay. You want me to grab it?
Yeah, go ahead. Unless brother has something real quick. If it's real quick, go ahead.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Revelation 13 and 16, and y'all you got it. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, go on. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast.
Salakia. No, you're good. Salakia. That is the kicker right there. Right now, dollar bills still, coins, debit cards, Apple Pay, Bitcoin, whatever you want to use as currency to make a payment to buy milk. I'm using this example. To buy milk is still intact. But you won't be able to come to a time you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have the mark. What is the mark? What in the hell is the mark? All right, go ahead.
Yep. If I may, getting the word, we got to go into this. Strong's G5480 Karagma. All right, it says a stamp and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the it says Antichrist. It says the mark branded upon horses, which ultimately this is this mark is a badge of ownership, if you will. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which I'll get the root word.
And while you grab the root word real quick, that's also as well in the book of Leviticus, because you're making basically it's a double sin. It's a sin to take the chip that you can't repent from, but you're also making cuttings in your flesh, like tattoos, for example. You're making cuttings into your flesh. You're putting a stamp in you. That's a cut in your flesh. And I ain't talking about a tree bark like you running and I actually scraped my arm. No, you literally grab the tool to inject this shit into your body to make a cut for it to go in.
Yeah, because the nigga be like, so if I get a cut, that mean I got the mark. Nigga, shut up.
You know,
you're doing too much.
But go ahead, Mally. You said you had your hand up.
Yeah, Malachi.
Because that literally sounds like what that fish-looking nigga said, Klaus Schwab. That in your brain or in your skin.
Yeah.
So it's the same. That's the same fucking thing. So he knows what he's talking about. He knows the scripture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
The thing about the elites is they know the scriptures, but they're so proud that they think they can overcome that.
Yeah.
They think they're gonna that's why they use that phoenix, which that goes into rising from the ashes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They think that they gonna live on past that and still be ruling, which you're dumb, nigga. Shit.
Psalms
You're
49,
dumb.
11. Their
That
inward
was
part is basically their houses will stand forever.
yeah.
If that's Esau's mind, because he's deceiving
man.
himself. He's deceiving the people, because that's what the devil means, a deceiver, a trickster. He's tricking everybody, but he's also tricking himself. Because the Lord got him in a trick. He thinks he got a one up on the Most High. Wrong, nigga. The Lord gave you that strong delusion. You believe your own lie. You tell a lie on the earth and you believe your own lie. You're double fucked. This cracker is finished. Whether you people want to believe it or not, that cracker is fucking done.
Yep.
His lineage is fucking done. That's like it.
Nah, you good, brother. I got the Strong's definition, and then I'm gonna get the root word. It says charagma. It says a scratch or etching, i.e. stamp, as a badge of servitude, like we had mentioned. Just wanted to bring that out.
Yep.
And the root word is Strong's G5482, corrupts. And it says a pale or palisade, a pales between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers, a heap. But ultimately, that first one, a pale or state. You know, when you use a state, you put that motherfucker in the earth.
Yeah.
You know,
you
represent.
came from earth.
You said what?
And I said we came from the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so representing, hey, that shit, jabbing your ass up.
The
Now,
delivery system.
It also that C hip injector. I don't know what the fuck he calls that shit. It's not really a needle. It's thicker than a needle, but I mean that shit looked like a snake fang too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which ultimately, and that's the thing, like the brother y'all were not mentioned earlier, you know, when you go into the law, there is a law where you're not supposed to make any cuttings in your flesh. So even by technicality, that would still be off. You know, so regardless, you shouldn't be fucking doing it any damn way. But on top of that, you know, this is the MOTB. You know, this is a whole new thing that we're pretty much dealing with.
Real quick, Isaiah 43:19.
Okay.
Real quick. Go to that quick.
Isaiah 43 and verse 19. It reads, "Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert."
And I love that verse, because I remember the first time I heard it in the breakdown from Elder Kazak. He grabbed that sign real quick and was like, "This is that new thing. This is that new thing," because that is new. That's going to be new to the public. It makes sense. That's that new thing to the public. They never heard of a chip. You know, even if people in the earth heard about the microchip even 10, 15, 20 years ago, the mass majority of people on the planet are used to cash and debit cards and paper, and money orders, money loans, a check. You know, that's all that people out here on the earth right now in this current timeline is used to. That's it. They're not used to the chip. What is that? Niggas don't know what you ask a nigga. Go to wherever. Go to the hood and ask a nigga, "Hey man, you know what the chip? What do you mean the chip?
Yeah, right.
Microchip. What do you mean, a potato chip? Yeah, niggas, because niggas are stupid.
Talking about Lay's.
Yeah, you talking about Lay's, the regular? I put hot sauce on it. No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about they want to put. You go to Jake. Listen, you know them vlogging niggas, them YouTube niggas, asking bitches these random questions. Walk around in the hood with a mic. You know what the chip is? And you put, well, I don't know. Yeah, because Jake don't know shit. That's the new thing that's gonna be put into the earth. You can't buy or sell without this chip. That's what's gonna be pushed in the earth and made mandatory. And niggas think it's cute.
And the thing is, if I'm to add to your point, brother, we have to understand that this ain't a new idea, you know, on the earth. All right, because ultimately with this chip is going to be, you know, pretty much an introduction to a new world order, a one world currency.
Reset.
You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. They tried this during the time of Babel,
Yep.
and the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
With the
They
port,
tried this during when that fucking nigga
Antiochus
Yeah.
Antiochus.
or
You know what I'm
Antiochus.
saying?
Regardless, it's still a sweet nigga, no matter how you
Yeah.
say it.
You know what I'm saying? They been tried this. This spirit has been pushed on the, you know, on the earth. It's
Yeah.
been pushed on the Israelites.
Making everybody one people.
Yeah. We should make
One people
everybody
under
one
Esau.
people.
That's what he wants.
You
Yeah,
know?
because he'll take Salakia. He'll take even other heathens. They'll take their culture that they have and force Esau and his legislators and his battalion motives and his doctrine and push it upon your ass.
Yeah.
That happened to our people. They don't know who the hell we are because now we can use this. You're likened unto the Gentiles.
Yeah,
that's the proper way to use the Gentile term, Christians. But
during Salaki, you good. During that time, other Greeks, Jake was getting pretty much what's the Eleazar, for example. Mm-hmm. You know, he was pretty much faulted for not even pretending to eat pork.
Mm-hmm.
That's your past day chip. You know?
Yep.
It's that same spirit. This ain't new. The scriptures speak about that. There's no new thing under the sun. This is the same spirit. It's just in a different thing or in a different fashion.
The device is new. The idea is not.
Right. Yeah. Same idea. It's just quote unquote renovated.
Right.
You know, that's why the scriptures say, can anyone, roughly paraphrase, can anyone look and say, oh, this is new? No. It's the same mindset.
Not new.
These niggas been thinking about this. And now, especially with Esau in power, now he's like, okay, I got it. I got the final say so. So I'm gonna jump back to this. Well, I think that was it on that
Isaiah 43:19. That was it. Go back and
that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
somebody hold Isaiah 14. Bobby shot.
Okay. I'm in Revelation 13.
But they wanted to. But even that, because you said they've been wanted to do this, they wanted to chip niggas in the 80s and the 90s, so they already had it. They already had it. They wanted to chip your asses in the 80s and the 90s, and it's 2024. They've been wanted to do this. But the Lord didn't say implement the chip in the 80s and the 90s.
Yep.
We in 2024, and it's still not made mandatory because it's just not yet.
Yep.
But we're coming into a time where it's going to be that. This generation is going to see Yahweh Shai, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all be talking about. This is the third and fourth generation. But go ahead,
Con. Revelation 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right, that 666, that Chai stigma. Okay,
yep.
And we're witnessing this, and it's in the World Economic Forum, and they even put what they're trying to do in a whole bunch of logos like Monster Energy Drinks, Taco Bell symbol. I'm just naming a couple to easily understand. They've been want to do this. This is not new. It's new to you.
I actually heard that Monster shit. I wasn't big on church, but when I tried to force myself to get into it, we went on a road trip, and I was talking to this dude about the Monster thing, about the claw marks, which is really supposed to be 666.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not a coincidence at all.
Yeah, they say that's the reason. Claw marks.
Because it's supposed to be, I think, the Wa in the Assyrian Hebrew 3 times, which is the 6th character.
Yep. I got and this group. Slaki, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and also on the back of like barcodes and everything, they got the 2 bars in the middle, then the bar in the middle, which is going into that also the 666.
Yeah, the 666. I'm glad you brought that out, brother. I totally forgot about that. I saw that too.
Yep.
Glad you brought that
Google,
up.
when you
Go ahead.
look up stigma, all right, I'm on the Merriam Webster. It says well, the first one doesn't really fucking matter. It says a mark of shame or discredit. It says an identifying mark or characteristic.
Well, this
Um,
Slocky, brother. I don't mean to cut you off. That is a mark of shame
yeah,
because you're letting everybody knows you're fucked. Everybody, you take that chip, everybody around you knows you're fucked because there's nothing you can do. It's a shame. The Lord ain't even gonna hear your call. You can, yeah, how about Chanel Shine, nigga? You got a chip in your forehead. The Lord ain't hearing you.
Well,
The Lord got
to back you up, if I could, well, either I could pull it or quote it, whatever you want.
Go with the Spirit, brother.
I'm gonna just quote it so the brother can get his precept. The Lord said, "If you turn your ear away from the law, your prayer is an abomination."
yeah. It
Meaning,
Can't
says,
I'm
repent.
not listening to the shit that you saying, bro.
yep. And like I said, this is all going into that word stigma. So C is still in the first one, but it says an identifying mark or characteristic. And then I'm gonna jump down to 2B. It says a small spot, scar, or opening on a plant or animal. Stigmata says bodily marks or pains resembling the wounds of the crucified. It says Jesus, and sometimes accompanying religious ecstasy. And then it says a scar left by a high iron, which we brought up earlier. And it says in bold, after that it says brand. So we brought up earlier how this mark is going to be a brand, you know, on the ones that don't serve Yahweh Bashim Al Shai.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna, when you take this chip, you're gonna be pretty much, hey, Esau's my God. That's gonna be the spirit that you're gonna be attached to.
Badge of servitude.
Yeah, yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Badge of servitude, a brand.
Yeah.
A
You know.
digital all.
Because that's what you're
Yep,
telling.
yep. Yeah, because the all when you go into the law, if you had was a Jake that pretty much wanted to continue to serve, you would
Yep.
put an all in his ears. You
And
know
he'd be your servant for the rest of his life.
exactly, and that's a badge of servitude.
Yep.
What do you put into the ears of animals? You
Yep.
put alls into the ears, you know what I'm saying, the animals. It ain't an earring. It ain't nothing cute. No, it's a badge of servitude.
Ownership.
Yeah, it
Ownership.
That's so
shows
and
that,
so's
hey, I
cattle.
own him.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what happens when you brand cattle. Because
Yep.
when we go into that mark, the word mark we looked into, because it goes into a stamp. Okay, so when you brand cattle, you put your initials because you are a farmer and you have cattle, and there's others around you that are farmers and have cattle. They know if your cattle gets out, right? If it gets out, um, and it wanders around and may hop into a batch of land with other cows, and there's a farmer there, he know it will say TD, you know, Ted Deacon, whatever. I'm just putting a random name, Ted Dinkin. Oh, I know who that is. That's Ted Dinkin's car because you're branded, you're owned, ownership. That's the point that we're making for this video. Okay, you're being owned. That's why, real quick, Baba Kashah, Salaki, somebody grab Isaiah 14 and start at 13 and read down to 14, Baba Kashah.
Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
That's why Trump was initiating and going hard for that goddamn Space Force. Why do we need a Space Force? Because they know, they say angelic beings, they say aliens, which the word alien just means foreigner. But they see the chariots of the Most High, the Lord's vehicles that got angels in them, your so-called UFOs, IFOs, which the scriptures, there's a lot of scriptures that speak about the Lord's flying vehicles, man.
Yep.
And Esau sees that shit and he's hurt because he knows he's done. So let me see if I can stop. He's delusional. That word be thrown around. You're delusional, thinking if I gun down these so-called UFOs and all that, I'm good. No, nigga, that's not how that works. You can't touch a so-called UFO with any arsenal that you got. They're angelic beings, the angelic vehicle. What the hell is wrong with you niggas?
Yep.
Right.
He thinks if I implement this chip and I do that, I got world domination, world control. You ever watch cartoons that there's always some evil villain and it's always an Edomite? It's always an Edomite. I want world domination. Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman, that one doctor from Megamind, I think it's Dr. Willie or whatever. It's always named the fucking doctor. All these damn villains. They're all Edomites that want world domination. That's the same vibration that this crack is in. But
That
it's not
lab
gonna
coat
happen.
spirit.
Slacky, that was it.
Kanye, whatever bro's got.
What you
That
gonna
was
say
it on
something?
that Revelation 13.
Yeah, were you finna say something though? You was finna say something?
No, I was just saying that lab coat spirit,
Yeah, that lab coat spirit.
the
Yeah,
white
they all got
lab
lab
coat.
coats or the big shiny suit on. IQ
Yeah.
300. He's finished. He's got a whole legion of robots. That's a Edomite, and he has this shit. Everything that we're naming, well, that sounds like in a video game. Yeah, a video game that's actually fucking real. There's just no Sonic the Hedgehog blue nigga running around, but that spirit of that Edomite is on that nigga. That's real. That for a fact is fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
When the scriptures speak about a blacksmith, that's what a scientist is. A modern day blacksmith. What does a blacksmith do? They make weapons. What does Esau do? He makes weapons of mass destruction. Weapons that can slaughter a lot of people. You know?
Yep.
But go ahead, Slacky.
I ain't got nothing else.
Rest of that Revelation 13. Oh, lawyer, you said you had something?
No, I don't have nothing else.
Okay, we'll grab Revelation 13. Somebody owed Mark 1 and 15, and we'll probably close. Point's been made.
I finished the Revelation 13.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we finished that.
Grab Revelation 14 because we gotta before we close it, we gotta let them know the judgment for it because you're teaching. Majority of this video, we've been teaching and saying that the MOTB is the mark of the beast, and do not take it, you will be destroyed. Okay, but let's say you decide to take it because like that one nigga during 2020, that damn dumb military Jake. Talking about I had to take it, man. I gotta take that L. I got the family.
Yeah, that nigga.
Yeah, fuck that nigga because he was weak. They didn't even push it hard on his ass. That shows how weak he was, man.
No, because they tried to bring people back.
That nigga was weak. But Slacky, go ahead, Slacky.
No, I was saying the military people that didn't take that shit, remember they tried to bring them back.
Right.
Yeah. The re-enlist.
It's like, yeah, come back.
Fucking idiot.
That was a weak ass nigga, man. I don't give a fuck with nobody. That was a weak ass nigga.
And that's what we were saying earlier. You know, brothers, I said, personally speaking, I haven't heard of any brother actually losing anything during that time frame. You know, we were met and presented with certain not opportunities, but certain obstacles, you know, things to deal with. But ultimately we was all good. I got a job during the damn pandemic.
Yeah, we were all working.
Just had to wear a mask.
Yeah, we were all working.
That was it. You know? So
Brothers
it's the same.
Job, man.
Yep, we gotta carry that same spirit going into when this mark gets pushed out. But as the brother mentioned, this is the judgment. Revelation 14, and then you can also go to Zechariah 14 chapter as well.
Yeah.
You know, to speak on that. All right. If you want to in detail. Yeah. But Revelation 14 and 9, I'm gonna start at 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
And the Lamb represents Yahweh Shai. He's not going to look at you in that day if you took the chip. I ain't going to hear you, nigga. Okay, first of all, the scriptures say that the Lord's not going to meet thee as a man, so he's not going to, when he comes back, he's not going to be in the flesh. Okay, he's going to be an angelic being, and he's going to deliver those that did not take the chip, which are the elect. So if you take the chip, you're not of the elect. and you're going to receive the judgment, which is thermonuclear missiles, that the scriptures say with fire and brimstone. It even talks about that in Revelation the 9th chapter. And Revelation the 9th chapter talks about World War I and II and the breakdown of what a nuke is. You literally get a breakdown in that short chapter of a breakdown of what a missile is.
Yep.
Literally, you get the full breakdown. It's like starting at like, I think, a 12 down to 16. Gives you the breakdown. All that's in that chapter, man. You know, so if you take it, you're going to get destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. You will not get delivered in that day. You will not be saved. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, will not save you. Okay?
Yep.
That's how dire serious this thing is, man. And y'all think it's funny, and y'all think it's cute, or you saw a brother with a bottle or something. Whatever. No, but this is deadly serious. At least that brother knows what time he's in, and all hell is about to break loose. That's in his mind. Okay? Whether you want to believe it or not. That was it on that?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay? Go ahead with that last precept and we'll close it.
Okay.
Unless brother's got something else. Brother got something else?
Okay. Con.
Unless a brother got it. You got something?
I got it.
I got it.
Okay.
This is Mark 1 and verse 15. And saying, the time is fulfilled, and the kingdom of the Most High is at hand. Repent ye and believe the gospel.
Repent ye and believe the gospel. Believe these videos. Believe what you're reading. Start with the apostle and others. Take heed to the doctrine that the Lord has orchestrated for them to teach. Learn it and absorb it the best way that you can, so you can have a strong possibility of being delivered, man. We got a better possibility than these niggas out here, man. These niggas ain't gonna make it. They're gonna take the chip. Guys that fell out, left, bugged out, whatever the case may be, they're more than likely going to take the chip. But you have the ability to not, because you got to get your spirit right and get right with the Lord. When you do that, you have a strong possibility, man. That's why the scriptures say, fight the good fight of faith, no matter what's presented to you. Because when you read it in Romans, the 8th chapter, from I think the 30th verse down to the bottom, when you read that, because it's naming a lot of things, but nothing, to answer the question, nothing is going to separate you from the love of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. Nothing. It said through death, plagues, and principalities, man. That's not even going to separate you, man. Okay? That's not even going to make you want to take the chip, because the Lord is dealing with you. Okay? Somebody finna say something? Yeah, so that's it, man. Okay? That's the warning. That's the message. Okay? That's why we're here. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and close it. Lord, when this lesson was edifying to the elect, and before we close, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to once again, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS is pushing his word through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. And you brothers keep fighting this good fight of faith. And do not take that chip. Shalom.
Shalom.